Welcome everybody. This is Momo Rants, where I rant about things. Some people warning. Some people may not like the words I say and how I say things and how I come across. Haters hate, and that's okay because I'm going to say what I got to say when I want to say and how I want to say it. Some people might not like it. Warning again. I'm trying to let people, I'm trying to establish something here and understand something. I don't get what this thing with Vrabel and Tasha, what her name is. And some people say it's inside training. She get information because she has the source and stuff like that. I don't care. I really don't. I really don't care. Nothing she has to say. I don't care about these so-called NFL reporters, so to speak. I don't care about that. Never have, never will, and never be soon to be. I do not care. And my microphone, let me move this shit over here. This shit is crazy. Hold on, everybody. See my PlayStation shit, my shit, but I don't like it. Yeah, let's see the top of my head, so that's fine for right now. I'll fix it later. Momo, we here. Please address the nonsense. So here's the nonsense, everybody, and here's the nonsense in a nutshell. I don't care if there's inside information. If there's inside information about anything, anybody, anything, and anywhere, that's fine. I get it, but I personally don't care because this is bullshit. This information was leaked for whatever reason. It's not going to make the New England Patriots better. And not gonna make them get a bigger draft choices, make the players play harder, faster, stronger. This is a slow sports news day in the NFL. Whoever put the shit out should be ashamed of themselves because I don't give a fuck who sleep with who. Y'all got it twisted about this thing. This is just crazy. This people got nothing else to do with a pathetic life. That's people that ain't got shit going on with their pathetic life. What the fuck? I'll leave it right there and I'll fix it later. I'll fix it later. But anyway, I mean, for me, I just don't see a point of it. I don't see a point of it. I don't care about it. Um, we have to realize the NFL is slow this time of the year. It's slow. It's a slow news day. It's a slow everything day. So y'all guys getting excited over what again? Over a man sleeping with a woman. And y'all say it's inside trading that she get information. I don't care if she slept with a rat. Because it's not even newsworthy. What is this? OnlyFans news? OnlyFans news? Mo, how you know if you at a gay party and when all the hot dogs taste like shit? I don't know because because I don't put myself in those positions. Diana is married and have 2 kids, Momo. Okay. Again, Logan, thanks for tuning in. I think it doesn't matter how many kids she had, if she's married, if she's cheating, if he's got a woman of his own, a wife, a girlfriend, a side piece. It does. It doesn't matter. It's not newsworthy. If this was OnlyFans news, I could get it because people go on OnlyFans to watch mostly sex and or buy erotic shit for themselves to please themselves, sex toys and all that. If this was OnlyFans news, but somebody cheating and messing around, put it on OnlyFans. Let the fans there get excited over that shit. I'm not. Momo, I hear you saying, but you have to feel bad for her husband and her kids. That's the problem. That's the problem you are having. I'm not having that problem because I'm not in that situation. We have to stop listen to news about stuff that's irrelevant, uninterested. See, America is always interested in somebody else's bedroom or who's sleeping with who. That's a celebrity or as a football player, a basketball player. I care less what they do behind closed doors. If it comes out, those involved have to pay consequences from family members, their loved ones, and their kids. I'm not part of that because I don't put myself in situations like that. Hit that like button, everybody. And if you, so it's a, so it is April the 10th. No, April the 8th. April the 8th. And we still, a couple weeks ago for the draft, and we worrying about who's sleeping with who for the New England Patriots. Y'all need to find something else to discuss, talk about, and be interested in. I never cared about the Dak situation. I never care about what happened in Dallas Cowboys with somebody messing around with somebody else and then she's pregnant and never care about that situation either. Never care because that's their personal business. I don't care about the back and forth of race and back and forth. Hey, Stephen A. Smith versus this and all this stuff. People want to show videos of what he said like that. Stephen A. Smith always gonna straddle the line. That's how you get viewership. That's why his YouTube channel is popular. You straddle the line to get people to think what you think, and bring the hate in. You got to realize what is he doing. I don't care about none of this. People can post videos like that. I'm a sports guy, and I'm all about, hey, what that person did. Let's talk about the baseball player Soler getting hit by a pitcher with a damn baseball in his hand. That's more alarming than somebody sleeping with somebody getting their rocks off and having an orgasm. Why would I worry about that? Y'all talk about stuff. Y'all talk about stuff that ain't important. Now, it's me and my close friend, and we having a conversation about men, and men are talking about men shit, and sex come up when we talk about men. That's me and that man's business, stuff like that. As a group, that's what men do, and women do the same thing. But I'm not gonna sit here and put it out there in front street for everybody to know what we talk about, because that's a private conversation among a group of friends or one on one with a friend. But now we're gonna post something about Grable and her. What? Nah. I just think all this is about a bowl of shit. And we want to discuss it like it means something. Slow news or no news. You don't need to bring shit that up. That should be in the back burner. Just like that situation with Skip Bayless and what's her name? She'll be on First Take, the girl her brother's an ex-football player and stuff like that. She's cute and everything. How she slept around, she slept with her. I don't care. She just on TV. Damn. Why do I care about what somebody do in the privacy of their own home? They're adults. They can do whatever they want. We need to stop the bullshit and keep it moving, and stop worrying about what others do. Because you're a sports figure, I got to know about who you sleeping with. Or you're a reporter, I gotta know if you sleeping with. I should be concerned about your husband or your because you got kids. That's out of my hands. And it'll always be out of my hands. End of the day, I have to be worried about what goes in my life. And that's what's wrong with people in sports. They want to know everything about that individual. That's what's wrong with the NFL. They wanted you to know if you're sleeping with, how many kids you got, are you taking care of your kids, are you doing this and doing that. Ain't nobody damn business what you do in your spare time, how you do it, how you roll, how many people in your posse. As long as you playing that game of football and bringing your ass and being punctuality at your job and doing what you can, learning the business of football, learning your playbook, learning other things for your team. That's what matters. All this extra stuff y'all want to talk about Grable, I care less about it. And y'all should care even more less about it. But some of y'all out here can't help yourselves. Y'all a bunch of freaks, and so y'all got to see who's sleeping with who's doing what to who. It's a non-issue, as far as I'm concerned. What's up, Logan? I'm okay. What's up on Game Time? So, end of the day, we just all that stuff what happened to Grable. Y'all need to miss me with that. Oscar said, Momo, you starting to scare me. You have been speaking real truth lately. You are exactly right. And I want to talk about, speaking of real truth, I was talking to Oscar about this, my friend Oscar. And here's what I said, Mendoza, number one draft pick, about him, because he's not coming to the draft. I have a problem. Lose out, yeah. I said, hey, I think it's a bad idea. I think because his mother got MS, they'll make him comfortable. It ain't like going to the stadium where it's hard to do and you got, and she can't sit and whatever the case may be. I said, let her come because he wants to be around the NFL, be around the draft fees, be around that they're going to wind and dine him. He's the number one draft pick. He's the number one draft pick. You should be there. Your mother and your parents gonna be fine because they gonna make her comfortable, make her relax. Whatever ailment and sickness she has, she gonna be fine. Now, if it's worse than the point where she feel like she can't travel, that's one thing. But most mothers say you go without me. That's fine. Now, if he wants to stay with his mother, that's fine. Here's my thing about Mendoza. If I was the Las Vegas Raiders, I said this last night, I wouldn't draft him. I would not draft Mendoza as a number one draft pick. He is a college quarterback. People will say, oh, he's looking on great teams he beat. Fine. You can get a better player in next year's draft because the Raiders ain't going to win no more than 5 or 6 games next year. This year coming, they ain't going to win no more than 5 or 6 games. They not. So you can have Cousins as a starter quarterback this season and get and the next year's draft is a better quarterbacks coming out, and you can have your pick of the little what you want, and you can get a better quarterback than Mendoza. Now, and Mendoza turned out to be the next big thing. Oh well, but you better off picking from next year's draft for a quarterback than this year. They don't have to be the number one draft pick. They could be between number 5 and number 8, and you can get you can get a better quarterback than Mendoza. Intangibles and all, you can get a better quarterback. Chris May, hey Mo, hit that like button. What's up? What's up, Chris? What's up, Miles? What's up, Gang Time? So, yeah, those who think number one draft they should pick him. No, they shouldn't, because he's not that damn. He's a college. That's the problem with people. They want to draft and draft and draft. The pundits, the analysts, the content creators, all y'all, everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. They in college. College players usually don't turn out to be the biggest thing. There's a history of college football players that were stars in college that wasn't stars in the NFL. And it don't happen. That the draft is a crapshoot. We don't know how good our player's going to be, because the game is faster, players are stronger. Somebody in the 5th round or the 6th round can have more desire and more oomph for the buck and play harder and be better, because those 5th rounders and those 6th rounders are more hungrier than the 1st rounders, because they got something to prove. I would not take Mendoza at the overall 1st round. I wouldn't, because I don't think he's a number one draft pick. I don't think he's a very good quarterback. Sometimes when you're in college, you have to run when you look good. Everything look good. It's sort of like eating a nice burger. It's juicy, wet, onions, pickles, mustard, lettuce, tomatoes. The bun is nicely warm, and you bite in it, and it tastes nasty as hell. Mouse, I no one saying that he's not a good ball player. I'm saying he's not number one draft pick in this year's draft, or the next year's draft. They're gonna be right back out here with a bad quarterback. They building a team. Team building is the key. So you can have Cousins, who they just got, be the starter quarterback all season. Then y'all could get another quarterback and get a quarterback the next season that's coming out, and y'all be better off. Don't pick him. I say one of the defensive linemen, one of the offensive linemen, like that, maybe on wide receiver. Any of those guys that's coming out in the first 5 picks is a better option for the Raiders, because they don't have an offensive line. I select an offensive lineman. They don't have an offensive line. So who? Come on now, Momo. We said it last night. Great point. The Raiders can do a lot with that first overall pick, and definitely get a quarterback next year. They could trade that. Say, hey, give me give me a number 1 and a number 2 or number 3, or something to that magnitude. Whoever they want. It could be. I'm just saying, Mendoza for the Raiders ain't the answer at this point. He's not as good as y'all think he is. He had a run. Some people just get on the road and does great things, and he did his thing. But he's not an NFL quarterback. Let's look at the history of so-called great college quarterbacks that came out not to be doing well. DeMarcus Russell comes to mind. This one. Vinny Testaverde. He was horrible. He was horrible in the pros. They thought he was the next coming, but he wasn't. I forget, was he a linebacker? Bosworth. Brian Bosworth came out be a dud. I could go down the list, go down the list, down the list, down the list. So all these players y'all talking about are not going to be better. I don't know, man. Raiders are really solid on sold on Raiders. I watched him play that kid hot. That Ratter game was insane. It was in college. I can't. The game. I'm just telling you. I don't think he's a number. I think we both know that the players that are coming out for next year's draft are going to be much better than he is. He's not that guy. He will never be that guy. He can't be that guy. He won't achieve to be that guy. He's not that good. Why waste number one pick on somebody who's not going who gonna get slaughtered? Why not use that pick for several other picks, trade the picks and get several other players, and so you can build up your offensive line? It's called team building. Build your team up. Build your team up to the point where it's great. End of the day, the Raiders need offensive linemen. Someone who can block, pass block, run block, sweep block, blocking in seams, blocking when blocking is needed, not have untimely blocking, not doing miscues on blocking, not understanding the signal, not understanding the play calling, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, end of the day, Mendoza should not be the number one draft pick for the Raiders or any team for that matter. If I was there, I believe that if the Raiders don't pick him, he gonna slide already down to the bottom. He gonna slide. Let's think about that. I want y'all to really think about this. If the Raiders decide, hey, we gonna go with somebody else, who else gonna pick him up? Name a team in the first 10 drafts who would pick him up. I'll wait. Can you name a team who's gonna pick him up if the Raiders don't select him? Only other team I could think of, maybe the Jets. But the Jets are so desperate, they'll side me, you, anybody else, Mouse. And then he will get. I'm telling you, I don't think the Cardinals will pick him. I don't think so. I think if the Cardinals really want him, they'll throw some draft choices their way. Give you a switch places, number of draft choices, and get a player. Get some 2s, some 3s, and some 4s. So, hey, what's up, B Dunk? So, what I'm saying in a nutshell, I know it's crazy. I say crazy things all the time. I don't believe Mendoza is a number one draft pick. If I was the Raiders, I'll wait till next year to get a quarterback. Because the Raiders going to be in the same position they was in this year. They're not going to win many games. So the pool of quarterbacks coming out next year are going to be better than the pool of quarterbacks we get out this year. So they will get a quarterback of their choosing. So So therefore, you should forego that first round pick, get an offensive lineman, decent lineman, or whoever. You forego it, and then then you can have Cousins be the starter and play all next year, all this upcoming season. Well, I would be great. Raiders seem to think so. So those of you who don't understand this, don't understand that I'm delusional. This is just common sense questions. Why would they pick Mendoza? Well, he's not the best quarterback in the draft. Well, technically, people will say he is. Because people looking at his end of the work and doing the postseason. I get it. He's not going to have success in the NFL because he ain't that. He ain't that. He was never going to be that. He had a good run. People thought Tebow was this great quarterback. He's not. People thought Marcus Russell was a great Vince Young. He didn't last. Nobody wanted him. Vinny Testaverde. I could go down the line, down the line, down the line. There's so many quarterbacks that came from college that had these great resumes, and they was duds. They aren't very good. So therefore, why would you pick him when he's not even this class is so weak and he's the best of the best? Nah, I'll wait till next year when I get a better quarterback. I'll wait till next year when I get somebody better and trade that pick and get more players and show up my offensive alignment. That's what I would do. So, and I think people keep forgetting this. When you are number one pick, especially in the NFL, you go into a bad team. Very rarely do you go to a team that's striving to be a playoff. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. When you're a number one pick, you go into a bad team. Can't look at the quarterback for the for the Tennessee. Cam, he was doing all this great thing. They say he's this or that. He went to a bad team and he struggled and he struggled and he struggled. And people, oh wow, I thought he played well in college. What happened to him? He went on a bad damn team. When you're a number one over pick, you go to a bad team. Momo has his takes and we have ours. Momo, what's up? That's not a bad idea. The Raiders waiting until next year to draft a quarterback. Good point. I mean, thank you. Thank you. You agree with me. You agree with me, Drew. Oh my God, Drew agreed with me. I know something. What's going on here? What's going on? Oh my God. But Drew, you do see my point. He's not that very good a quarterback because everybody keeps talking about what he did in the postseason of college, how great he looked. Looks are deceiving. Looks are deceiving everybody. Looks are not made. Looks are not made for you to believe in the to say, hey, whoo, I seen stuff in my life that look good. I tasted food that looks good. The presentation is pristine. And you sit there and you eat it. You said, what the hell is this? This is nasty. Not everything looks good is good. I get that. But you got to take something to get something. Not 100% thing. But hey, I get that, Chris. But I just don't think he's better than the players that's coming out in next year's draft. You're gonna have 6 to 8 quarterbacks that's coming out is much better than him. He's not that good, and you're gonna find out his defense, his in you're gonna find out he can't throw the ball accurately as they say he can. He was on point during the season, but I don't see him doing that. I see him struggling. I see him not doing well. It's the reason why they got Cousins. We could be looking at the situation where Cousins is going to be the starting quarterback. So if you already got Cousins there, forgo, give to the Jets, if he go to the Jets, he'll be extra. Um, he'll be extra bad. I mean, personally, I don't know how the coach, the head coach of the Jets, saved his job because he was firing folks for no reason who messed up a punt, return. He fired him right now. I'm like, okay. So I don't think he's gonna survive it because he's not gonna win no more than 5 or 6 games neither. So you're gonna have two teams winning bad. Mendoza has some intangible, but he is not a very talented quarterback. I guess they think Brady can get him right. There we go, the Brady syndrome. Oh my God. Brady gonna train her. Brady gonna be his mentor. Stop it. Stop it. And stop it. Brady ain't doing. See, y'all get caught up with Brady being this great quarterback. He's not. Brady has always been and continue to be an average quarterback that the NFL made great. Let me repeat that. Brady is an average quarterback, not above average, not below average, average quarterback that the league made great by the rules they put in place for Brady. Y'all do know it's a rule, but they don't really call it that. But all football, all people who love football know the term. It's called the Brady rule. You can't hit a quarterback low. You can't sack a quarterback and put your body weight on a quarterback. It's a penalty. You got to have one step. You got to slow down. You can't be physical with a quarterback. Brady is who he is. The rules dictate to that. That's why quarterbacks, they go back and throw the ball and somebody barely touched them like that. They point to a referee. Hey, he touched me, ref. He touched me. You up there snitching on the player. Come on now. Brady is not going to change anything on this player. He ain't gonna make this player better, but those ain't gonna be no much better than if I quarterback. Oh, you did, B Doug. Oh, Chris did. Anybody in this chat? He is not that damn good. And please stop bringing Brady into a equation for every little thing. Brady is the reason why a lot of these players never really got their money like they wanted to, because people always do that shit into these negotiations. They say, "Well, Brady took a pay cut. Why can't you take a pay cut?" Motherfucker, I'm trying to. I ain't watching his pocket. Don't watch my pockets. I'm trying to get paid here. So let me read something. Well, okay, okay. You mean the Vincent Hogan, Momo, smoking crack again, hype made, being done. What you saying? So if all about the rules, why warn? Why warn they other quarterbacks is good or better than Brady? Because bro, okay, let me explain to you. I'm glad you asked. What's up, Jimbo? Let me glad you asked. Because a lot of the quarterbacks, when they was throwing the ball, throwing the stuff, they didn't get the breaks Brady did. Brady got a lot of breaks in those games. Brady got a lot of because he was the chosen one. He was the golden boy. Anything Brady did, the referee always said, "Okay, I'll give you that one." They favored Brady. The league favored Brady. Anything Brady do, he could go do no wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm the one that say I didn't believe in that, and that when they're getting mad and saying about the pressure of the ball and everything, I was against everybody jumping on Brady about that because they was only winning by 3 points at halftime. Then in the second half, when they got the balls at the right pressure, they blew the team out. So the pressure of the ball never happened. I'm just saying the referees and the league favored Brady. Brady got all the breaks and all the calls. The other quarterbacks, they tried, but they didn't. And then Brady always had a good offensive line. Brady always threw the ball. Brady didn't hold the ball long when he threw the ball. He was smart enough, intelligent enough to say, hey, 3 seconds, I'm getting rid of this ball. Most quarterbacks hold on to the ball too long. That's what they did. Jimbo Brown, you have been smoking something to say Brady is not one of the greats. I would never say Brady is one of the greatest ball quarterbacks in the history of this game because the rules dictate when you can't touch a quarterback or you can't hit him high, can't hit him low, and you can't put no fear in a quarterback when he throwing the ball. That's advantage quarterback. When the wide receivers have no fear going across the middle, there's no fear of throwing the football or catching the football. Advantage offense. What the hell y'all talking about me like that? Y'all want me to go off on this shit? Momo, you back crazy for not thinking Brady was great. I would never. I would never. Here's my greatest. These quarterbacks were great, and they continue to be great in my eyes and constantly. Let's start with the list. I'll start with your team, B Dunk. One of the great quarterbacks of the Dallas Cowboys was the Roger Staubach, Roger the Dodger. He was one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of football. Brady can't even touch him. I don't even like the Cowboys, but I will say I put him, Roger Staubach, at 29 years. He didn't get to the NFL till he was 29 years old because he had commitment in the Navy. He was 29 years old. Roger the Dodger. I don't like that. I'm not a Cowboy fan either. Drew, this is entertainment for me. I don't know here for serious football takes. Well, you can leave, damn it. I don't give a shit for you if you want to be here. See, y'all motherfuckers coming here and try to troll me and say all this dumb shit to me. I don't care what y'all think of me. I know my football. Just because you have a different opinion what I believe and what I think and how I believe does not make me wrong. It makes you like that. So you could go on Leo's panel or anybody else's panel and talk that shit. I don't give a shit what y'all think of me as a human being, as a person, as my football knowledge. Because end of the day, I'm going to say what I want to say and have my takes of what I wanted to say. You have your opinions, I have mine. That being said, let me get back. So Drew, Momo Rogers not even the top 10 of all time. I don't know where you been at. I don't know. I said for me, I said I don't care. Statistics don't always make the statistics is one of the biggest thing that people fall in and trap in. Just like the salary cap. People fall in love with the salary cap. The salary cap is the biggest myth because at the end of the day, you could be $600 million over the salary cap. It don't matter. As long as you get it down during the next fiscal year, you're fine. So the next quarterback, now my all-time favorite quarterback for all time, number one for me is San Francisco 49ers quarterback. I mean, he was damn good. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now. Joe Montana. He was good. What you saying? Momo, damn, you still don't know football though. Motherfucker, get the fuck out of my room then, Drew. See, now you done piss me off now. So you think you got me to say, hey, I got him to cuss, I got him to do this, I got him to do that. No, I'm starting tired of hearing that B shit. Okay. I'm tired of hearing that bullshit from you and the other young, and you a dumbass Eagles fans. Y'all don't want to be here. Y'all let's keep it stepping. I'm just keeping the buck with you. Tom Brady is the greatest player ever. Yeah, okay. Y'all believe anything somebody put in front of your face. Mouse, you sound like a Cowboy fan now. Okay, but okay. So the other one, I would say Dan Fouts. Of all the quarterbacks in the history of the league, Dan Fouts is my favorite. Momo, I am the ringmaster. Got you in your feelings like that. No, you ain't getting my feelings. I just got tired of hearing the bullshit you bring in. So I would say Dan Fouts for me is a special quarterback, and he could spin that football. I mean, today's era, he will be the greatest, one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of the game, and he's still the greatest. For me, one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of this game we call football. We just are. So we do what we do, and like that, man. I can name like that. When the Bears defense, the Bears had that 46 defense and they was winning and they won that Super Bowl, that Jim McMahon was not that great of a quarterback. He got beat up just like the rest of them did. But they just had a hell of a offense, with a hell of a running back. By the way, they should gave him the ball to score a touchdown and had the ball running the 1 yard line and giving it to the fridge to put it over. But end of the day, those I can name up some more quarterbacks, but Tom Brady's not in my top 10. Ain't no way in the world. I refuse to put Tom Brady in my top 10. Tom Brady is the greatest. Momo, even if it hurts, he literally owns most of the quarterback records. Here we go. Quarterback records out, not to mention the rings. Y'all counting before there were Super Bowls, there was championships. So y'all dismiss championships over Super Bowls. Right, I got you. Beat them. Dan Fouts over Tom Brady is crazy. I would put because Dan Fouts didn't have he didn't have the rules Tom Brady had. He didn't have the rules that Tom Brady. When you couldn't football. See, that's the problem with y'all made it nauseating to even have this discussion with people anymore. I just don't want to have discussion with people. Y'all don't get with Dan Fouts play. Old man yelling at a cloud. Oh, what? What you talking about? Old man yelling at a cloud. What the hell are you talking about? Y'all don't have no idea how football was played. If quarterbacks like Dan Marino, who was better than Tom Brady, and if y'all question that, y'all don't even know what football is. So quarterbacks like Dan Fouts, Dan Marino, every quarterback in the league back in those days got knocked off their spot. Concussions wasn't even a thing. When somebody got concussed, they went back in the game. So I always said Brady is the best in modern day era. So y'all keep bringing 1990s to the 90s ain't modern era. What? When Tom Brady, before those rules changed, when Tom Brady was the biggest bus driver in NFL history. It was the defense that carried them to win those games. It was when they beat the greatest show on turf, and they came back and Tom Brady led them to that field goal because he was dinking and dunking the ball, because that's what Tom Brady has always done. He was a dinking and dunking of the football. His first 5 years in the league, and when he won those first 3 Super Bowls, he won maybe the first 4. He was dinking and dunking. And that's great football? Really? So all I'm saying is that the greatest football has evolved, as you know. Football has evolved. Y'all want to say Tom Brady is the greatest in modern era. Y'all want to say Tom Brady is the greatest ever. Tom Brady never experienced was those quarterback experience in those days. He would never experience the pain, the fear. I gotta get rid of this before I get hit. He doesn't experience that. Quarterbacks today don't experience fear about catching the football or throwing the football. Nobody fear. There's hey, you can't hit him. You can't hit him this way. You can't hit him that way. So football has evolved and changed and make it more softer and more easier. That's why most football players, like wide receivers, quarterbacks, they don't wear hardly no protection on their body. Not too many wide receivers wear knee pads anymore. If they wear thigh pads, it's very light. They not protecting themselves anymore. Well, nobody's in shape and doing the regular season of the game because they do mostly walkthroughs. They're not practicing hard. They're not practicing like they used to. So therefore, yeah, you're not used to the content in the body. When the first game of the season starts, they get hit one time. They a little sore, like they a little gippy. I gotta come out the game. I gotta limp out the game because they ain't got used to the physicality of football. Football is not a contact sport; it's a collision sport. So those of you who doesn't understand that, I'm sorry. These are facts. But y'all just like cowboy fans to me. When the truth is in front of you, you shy away from it. You don't want to hear the truth. Today's football players physically are faster, stronger. I give you that. But to be a man's man in back then, they took the hit. They succumb. If you take a hit, today's football players, they take a nice little hit, they got to be out for 2 or 3 weeks. They limping off the field. My groin, my asshole, my butt cheeks, whatever tighten up on them, they gonna get out the game because I ain't want to get hit like that. I thought this was touch football. I was just like everything else, Momo. Football evolved and got better. I don't know if it got better. I think it got worse. I think football today has gotten worse. I think what we see on the football field, players are not in shape because they don't do preseason. The starters don't do preseason. So when the season starts, they go to 0 to 100 on the first game. It's like playing the first preseason game. Then their body don't really get in shape to the sixth or eighth game of the season. This is what we're talking about because there are more injuries in the first 2 3 weeks of the season than anywhere else. Maybe a little later too, but they're not in shape. They pulling groin, hamstrings, and Achilles and everything else. What's up, Drew? Hope all is well. Oh, come on, Momo. Nah, I'm just being honest. I think you understand the truth. So Jimbo wants to say here for entertainment. I like and Drew think I don't know football. I appreciate the answer. I really do. I am a person who believes what I believe and I keep it a buck, 100, whatever words you want to come with, or adjectives you want, or nouns you feel like I should say. I keep it a buck with y'all guys. I'm very honest with y'all guys. And on April the 21st, I've been going to a destination I'll be going to the draft. This is going to be interesting for me because I've never been to a draft before, and this is going to be quite entertaining for me. um, Actually, I'm going with Mark Holmes, Game Time, Prime Time. Got any prime? Yeah, his friend game. Yeah. So I'm going. Well, yeah. I'm sure you'll find something to hate about it, Momo. Well, if you feel like I'm hating, I don't hate on anything, man. I tell you my honest opinion about things, and it's just that's my take on it. That's who I am. This is what my channel is, and stuff like that. Do I hate on certain things? Yes. Do people not agree with me or don't understand my take? Yes, because I'm different. I'm not the person. I'm not a yes man. I ain't gonna agree with everything somebody says. I never will do that because I'll keep a buck with you. So to know me is to love me. Haters hate, and I'm fine with the hate. Look, can I say something? Lloyd, what's up, boy? What's up, bro? I hope you have a great time. To be honest, hopefully it opens your mind to today's NFL experience. I I have been. First of all, Jimbo, my NFL experience. NFL can never do something to enlighten me, but what football is today. Football, uh, football is a crapshoot. The draft is a crapshoot. The combine is one of the biggest jokes in football. That's never going to change what I believe on what the football is. Y'all guys wanted to talk this shit about how great the NFL combine is like that. The draft is going to be something I'm looking forward to. Not because I want to get Mark Holmes some shit and give him a hard time. Shit, I do that on a regular basis. I mean, that ain't nothing. Messing with Mark is like it's like putty in my hands. It's, that's all like that. The thing about meeting different folks, you find out who they really are behind the mic. They gonna find out who I am. Well, I thought you didn't like the off season. Um, I don't like the combine. I've always said I didn't like the combine. I never said I didn't like the offseason. I said I think the draft is a crapshoot because these players you don't know what they're going to do when it's coming up. I don't know what they're about to do. I don't, what I'm saying to you is this: Mendoza shouldn't be drafted number one. The Raiders ain't gonna win no more than 5 to 6 games, and they need to say they could go next year and get a decent quarterback. Like let's Cousins do what he do, and I could get a better quarterback next year. Trade that pick to get more draft capital to shore up your offensive line, and then you'll get a better quarterback in the next following draft. That makes more sense for everybody. See, how many number one draft picks? This and Washington had got Jane Daniels. Look at the history of first rounders. Now we gonna let's look at all the number one. Not, you ain't gotta look at the number ones. You could look at all the number ones in the first round. Let's talk about the first round. They not very good. Momo, don't be a moon to anyone at the draft. Hey man, I don't think I'm gonna do. That's the best time to do it. 100,000, 500,000 people. Oh yeah, this is the best time to do it. Moon their ass. I wanted to see. I want to bring the moon to the draft. I might, yeah, bring that moon to the draft. This is my ass. So I could kiss it. That's a That's a good slogan. This is my ass, kiss it. That's a good damn slogan. Maybe I'll use that when I moon people and have a T-shirt that says that and have it written on my ass. That's a good thing. I think I'll do that. Nobody can kiss them. Oh, wait, Chris. Uh, but I just feel like this Mendoza thing, he's not going to be very good. And you know, I think it's a waste of draft capital. Trade that shit to the Jets or the Cardinals for, you don't have to get a number one draft pick, just get a number two. Hey, I switch places with you. I'll give you my number one draft. You give me your number on your number two Jets, and I want a certain player from you and a number two for next year. I'll a number two second round pick for next year. That's what I would do. We just switching places and give me a second round pick for next year and one the player of my choosing. Those of you who love to hate on me, those of you who loves to cheer me, I appreciate it. Because haters hate, and people who gonna care about you, who gonna fuck with you, who gonna rock with you, gonna do this and do that. You know, um, I met an by the way, I met an interesting person today. I want to find out more about this person on their channel, and so I'll let y'all guys know if I'm, sometimes I got to look and that's I'll find out more about it and I'll praise them or not praise them or not say nothing at all. If I ain't got nothing to say good about you, I don't really talk about you. I really don't. And I just want to put a shout out to the Next Level Sports Lounge. They're going live tonight. Make sure y'all guys be there or be square, as they say. You go to Next Level Sports Lounge. Upcoming, great, Lori, and the rest of the crew. And Mark Holmes' channel. I know a lot of people don't like Mark because they think this, that, and the third. He blocks people. He does this. He does that. Mark is a different animal. Mark will. You got to learn how to take Mark for what he said, how he said, and when he says. Because in the end of the day, Mark tried to troll me. He tried to get on me. He tried to do all that dumb shit. I catch him and I tell him how I feel. I do what I do. So again, sign up for Lori's Next Level Sports Lounge, Mark Holmes, Game Time Brian, and some, I've been searching, and I've been searching, and I've been searching, and I've been searching for a Washington football channel to join. Subscribe. I'm subscribed. I sub up to a couple of them. But to join them and pay a subscription every month, I'm having difficulty in it. Man, because this is what I do. And also, thanks, Jimbo. Please sub up to my boy B Dunk or his 2-minute drill because that's important. Because you'll learn something and learn something about life, and he give you tidbits. Whatever happened to sports, there's life lessons in that, and he does a great job in correlating that into his channel. So please do that. I tried Rio. I don't okay, here's the thing about Rio. And let me just say this. If I join your channel, right, and I got to find out what am I getting out your channel. Am I getting laughter? If I'm getting entertainment, if I'm getting information, am I getting a likeness? If I'm getting, hey, good comments from people, understanding and like that, knowing you're getting some new information I never knew, what am I getting out of your channel? Am I able to go and have a conversation with you and elaborate with other people on your channel, and you have all these folks joining your channel, but you could have, hey, have an open where one night out of the week or one night out of the month, you have your subscriber who paid to come to your channel and kick it up and have questions for you and talk football, talk what you think and their ideas, what they should do, and you elaborate. I'm not going to know. I'm not. I'll sub up, but I ain't paying a subscription where I'm just sitting there. I ain't getting nothing out of it. So Rio doesn't have that at all. TNT doesn't have that at all. It's a couple that I'm thinking about joining, but all the rest of them, no. And then, and me and Mark relationship is different. And I get it. Mark ain't for everybody. I don't. I love him. Mark get on me. I love it. He mentions to me and on his channel all the damn time. Why y'all think he mentioned me? What in the hell y'all think Mark Holmes mentioned me on his channel as much as he do? His Firehouse chat and Momo and stuff like that. Getting mad and getting a little annoyed with me because I did that practical joke said I was leaving on last Friday, on April the 3rd, Good Friday. He literally got upset, got a little annoyed. Why do y'all think I go? Why do you think he misses me so much? Constantly. Momo, you and Walker Wade should have a show together called Best of Friends. Yeah, Walker Wade is an interesting character for me. He's stuck in the 90s. He's and the crazy part, I don't think he really remembered those Super Bowls. He never seen those Super Bowls. And he's act like if he lived those Super Bowls, yeah, he could tell you cowboy history. He knew all cowboy history. And there's a lot of cowboy fans know about cowboy history, the ins and out, who they drafted, this, that, and the third. Oh Lord, oh Lord. I'm a cowboy fan from the 90s, and I know everything, but you never seen them play. All I want is to see a Cowboys win a Super Bowl. That's Walk Away to his finest. Walker has empathy. He's jealous that his family, his friends, sing those Super Bowls, and he wants to win one so he can put a feather on his cap. He's tired of others saying you should have been there. So Walker is stuck in a time warp that he can't get out of. And nobody can save him. He will always refer to the 90s until the Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl, because that's not his generation. That's his friends, his father, his uncles, his family members. That's not his. All he knows is it was a glorious days. He knows the history. I get it. I get it. My Washington football team is going to do well, and I get it, Cowboy fans. Y'all want to do something great this year. Y'all want to make sure that the free agent y'all got, the signing of last year, and then the offense y'all have is going to mean something for this upcoming season. Let me spoil your hopes and dreams now. Let me tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. I know this is going to hurt Cowboy fans. I'm going to say it. There's a seat waiting for you. I can call the National Guard. I will try to call the president. I don't know if he answers my calls because he got a war going on. And we can evacuate y'all from that island called Jerry World. Because y'all are stuck in this cult y'all can't get out of. I can help y'all. I got connections. Please, please, please. I'm just trying to help y'all. And y'all are stuck in a world where y'all believe everything he says. And you know the craziest part about all this? You know the crazy thing on all this? I heard some guy named Laurel with Next Level Sports Lounge said this to me. I heard B Dunk says this too. I quote what they have said, guys. I heard Game Time said. I heard Mark Holmes said. Jerry hasn't said anything. Did Jerry say this? Did Jerry say that? You know what that means? That means they want Jerry to come out and say anything Jerry says got to be the gospel, got to be the truth. So they just wait on Jerry to say everything and anything. Y'all guys are crazy to believe that everything Jerry says is going to be the truth. Again, I can help y'all. I can help y'all get over this. It's okay. You ain't gotta be a Washington fan. You ain't gotta be a Giants fan. You ain't gotta be Eagles fan, Dallas Cowboy fans. But you can join the rest of the 31 teams. Not being upset, not being angry, not being living on the word of an old ass hermit, freaky ass man who doesn't have a clue how to run football operations and giving others. What's the scout y'all have that sit there? What's that black guy name? And people tell me how great he is. I rub the roof for the Browns. Hey, I say Joe any team. I say you vote for any team. You can cheer for any team. What's Scott Manahan? What's the guy who's the scout for y'all? Can y'all tell me his scout? What's the guy's name Just tell me. I just want to know his name before I go on here. Will McClay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. This motherfucker been in that position for forever. Has he created or got or done anything to make the Cowboys better? He been in that position, sitting on his ass, drinking Bud Light, Coca-Cola, pasta, and all he does is say, yeah, I think I'll tell Jerry about him. I just like that. Everybody else is getting let go. So I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter. He been in that position so long, he's numb. He has not done anything worthwhile to elevate the Cowboys to the next level. Y'all get it wrong. If you're in that position for that long period of time, you should be able to checks and balances. It's all about checks and balances. Has he done anything to make the Cowboys better? Has he done anything to get the Cowboys closer to a championship or even a Super Bowl? Has he got the Cowboys even closer to be a team to be scared of? Has he done anything to make you believe that he's better than his resume brings in or comes to the table? You could have the greatest resume in the world. I was a tech guy and I seen some great resumes. I seen some great resumes in my life. But they had shit for brains. They had shit for brains. It doesn't matter how great your resume is. It's what you can do with your knowledge. And every players and scouts, you could be the best scout in the world. What player are you really bringing in that's going to elevate me to another level? Or make this team y'all call the Dallas Cowboys, y'all call America's team, or y'all call DC for life. Wow, y'all stole DC from us for Washington, D.C., District of Columbia. Y'all bunch of thieves and rogues because y'all stole that name from us. We should be suing y'all monkey asses for that. What up, Marcus? Momo on drugs today. He's smoking that good shit. No, I'm not. So all I'm asking, has Will McClay done anything to ever make your team better what it is 10 years ago? Y'all keep talking. He been on this, he had this position forever. People had come and go, gone and did this, done that. House burned down. People, marriages, all kinds of things that happened through the cowboy life. Jerry talking about how he liked big dicks and all this other shit. We could go all through the list of the controversy and all the shit that Jerry has said, Steven has said. But Will McClay still got a job. Everybody underneath him, above him, is gone. That sound like a token to me. That sound like a token to me. And we all know what that means, African American. So I'm just saying, if I had somebody on my job, work 20 plus years or more, or 10 years plus, or 5 years plus, and nothing happened, he didn't elevate, he didn't do nothing better. My team ain't got better. Nothing has changed. Why I need him around again? Come on now. Y'all need to read the tea leaves. So I just want to end this right now. I just said what I had to say. I appreciate everybody coming in here. And like that, I think, and you know, I'm not going to let, what's up? I just want everybody. And I just want to say this to everybody. Some things in life are not mentioned to fight over or argue with. We could have a discussion, but not to the point where it becomes personal. And I notice on some of these chats, people get very personal. And the personal attacks don't need to be. I don't care if you attack me because I'm probably, but I know other people get attacked about their opinion. It's football people, it's YouTube. YouTube gonna have haters. I got a troll that comes here every day, Mo Biscuit. His name is Mo Biscuit. You figure, go figure. He trolls me all the damn time. Send me emails all the time. I don't get mad. I got another person who doesn't even come in my chat. Man, he sent me, come in here. He emails me, say hateful things to me. It's all good for me. Because I'm never going to get mad what a person says about me. I don't get mad. I get maybe a little annoyed, but not mad. Dogs get mad. I'm on an even keel when people talk bad about me, talk about my intelligence level, because they don't know me. So you can't affect me if I don't acknowledge you. You can't get on my skin if I don't believe what you say is real. So the truth of the matter is, I'm a humble man and I do things like I want to do. And for the most part, most people do. Most people don't believe in all the stuff we say. If they ain't hating, you ain't working hard enough. I know, right? So all I'm saying, and I guess I'm just saying is that sometimes don't let others affect your day. Don't let people fuck with you anyway who don't fuck with you. If you ain't fucking with that person, why would you care what they say? I don't. I really don't care if people think what they say. Am I going to this draft and worrying about what people gonna say? Well, no. I'm going to the draft for reasons I will divulge when I get there. Because I'm going live. And it's going to be epic. It really is. And I appreciate everybody for coming in. I will post something tomorrow. I'm going live tomorrow because I'm going live. Y'all have a good one.